Good evening, everyone. And yes, I did say it's evening. Golly, we've had a busy day, and we've just been trying to get this day going. It is our first show, and I'm really, really excited. You don't know on how I feel right now. We've been working. I'd say the last month and a half, getting this together, getting relaunching everything that what I've started with, and redoing the whole uh, hbexpressions.com, and we're going into Expressions Ventures, and that's the mothership, I should say, of the whole program. Tonight is our first show on YouTube, really our first big show, and we're going to continue on with quite a few shows. We got teaching classes, we got guests coming on, we got shows coming on, we got a lot of stuff planned out for the first quarter of this year, or actually next year in 21. What we're going to do, the balance of this year, is just go through some on how I started crafting and what I started out with, and actually what the gentlemen, which is going to be my big focus, the guys out there, is what do you guys need, to get started crafting with your kids, with your grandkids, with your friends, whoever you're going to craft with. I'm going to get you on a budget to where you're not going to go out and spend all the money that I've spent over the last 16, 17 months of just gathering the right stuff, the right tools, and having everything to create, nice projects from companies, from, to name a few: Abby Kirsten's CatchingColorFries.com, Dreaming Tree, Mike Leo, Lori Clayton over at Craft Room Time, great person, great friend of mine too. Then we have our newest one, which I'm real proud to have on, Sandy over at Simply Cut SVGs. What a program that I'm involved with. I feel I have 4 or 5 good file companies that I can draw from and gather their information and come out and put them in design space for my Cricut maker and actually cut out and build these creations. I'm also, in the next show, probably, and I need to make note of this, the next show, I'll make sure that the guys, if you don't have a Cricut maker, don't go out and buy one yet. Not yet. I'm going to make sure that you guys know what you're doing first. You're going to have PDF files to where you can hand cut out these projects like this, and that way you can build and construct, assemble those projects with your kids and phone. But how I start out with my day, and I wish I had this stuff when I first started crafting, is a plan. You got to have an action plan of what you're going to do for the day or what project you're going to do. And again, I mentioned Lori Clayton over at Craft Room Time. She was kind enough to send me the 2021 planner that I will be using. I used all last year, and I fell in love with it. And I told her again just months ago that, Lori, I want this added to the planner. I want this added. She did it. Thank God to her. She added a few of the items that I recommended to her, and it's all in here now. I kind of split this planner up, and you can see how big it is. This is what I used all last year. I just put her new 2021 on it, you can see. And I keep that near me all the time. Some of the things that I use in that planner, and I love using, is, like I say, I took it out of the planner. You got the whole year right here. Some of the other nice things in here, and I gotta get my glasses on, is, and then I'm gonna get to the planner. She has a table of contents, and I'll show you here in a minute. And all the forms that you need to actually start crafting. I mean, the monthly calendars, everything's right here. I love this stuff, and I'm going to use a lot of it, as she well knows. The other thing too is, guys, when you're out there, and this for 2 shows, or this show is for 2 people, 2 of my audiences I have regular audience for the guys and the girls out there that are just starting crafting, and then I have a bunch of peers or mentors, or hopefully they're going to come on and get some ideas from me. Maybe I can get some ideas from them also. But on getting back to Lori's planner, is the budget. This here is detailed, and when I say detailed, it breaks it down to monthly. It has all my expenses. It has everything on it, and trust me, when I started, crafting. I just took out the old wallet and just bought and bought and bought and bought. Don't go do that. Don't do that at all. It didn't put me behind or anything. You just gather too much inventory, and it's not worth it. So the budget is really critical to the guys out there. You got $20 on you. I'm gonna make sure that you spend 15 of it and have 5 left over for maybe a hot dog and a pop for your son or daughter or anyone else. But this budget you gotta have. You gotta budget yourself when you go out shopping, especially when you walk into any of the craft stores. I mean, I can spend hours and hours in those craft stores, and man, I tell you, it makes me hungry just going in those stores. But Lori, thanks again for putting the budget in there. It works, and it's 12 months. It's all 12 months, and it has a yearly budget, which I started creating and starting to fill out. And that yearly budget is going to help me guide where if I make money, if I don't make money, or if I spent too much money or whatever. But this is definitely going to help. The other thing too is I kind of developed one, and Lori, I forgot to tell you about this. Is a daily expense sheet. I use that for the whole month on what expenses I have. The other thing too is my expenses is in the third sheet that I kind of made on Excel. And Lori, I know since it's not the year 2021 yet, make it. Let's get it out to the people. Because I think this is it. Bookkeeping. All my bookkeeping stuff's right here. I can just give this whole package right to my bookkeeper. Bam, done. So, Lori, if you can add those items, I put a sell sheet and a expense sheet. Monthly expense sheet. Now we keep track, and a bookkeeping sheet. I know it all should be on the computer, but I'm going to tell you right now, folks, I'm old-fashioned. I do everything by hand because it stays up here quicker. Now, I'm not a computer. I can't run my laptop and look up at how much money I spent. So I'm still old-fashioned. I still do it that way. One of these days, maybe I'll have the computer do it. Then, what I do is I plan my day. And when I plan my day, I want to kind of stay in this one area, not all day sitting right here. But at least for the 2-3 hours that I'm sitting here, I want to plan my day. And so I take my project planner, and like I say, I got my whole day planned out right here in this little planner. First project is all written up on Lori's sheet. You can see I put down, it's called a project tracker. Guys, gentlemen, this is for you too. Keep track of what you got to do and put together. But I list out all my materials, all my labor costs, and everything for this one project I did. And I'm going to show you that project. So I kind of keep that with me. And then I kind of review, before I get going on the day, is what kind of tools do I need in my area. And again, I make a list, what I need. Obviously need the good old Tacky loop, a great product to have. Hot gun, obviously sitting right in front of me. The miscellaneous tools, which I've kind of already picked out of what I need for the day. And I have 2 workstations. One is definitely here. I sit here all day, pretty much all day, because my Cricut maker's there, laptop's here. But I got another workstation in the kitchen. And it used to be where I used to do everything, but now I just have one table to where it has all my tools. I mean, just everything right there. So it's an easy step away to get it. But I mainly get everything here for the day or the week that I need to create. Getting some of the other tools that I need. Cardstock I always have right here on the bottom. I can whip out every one of my 8.5 by 11 sheets, and I'll just kind of show you real quick. They're all in file folders. They all have a name on it. For instance, there's green. Everything's in families of colors. I get all the families of greens, the families of whites, well, not whites, but families of yellows, oranges, browns, pinks, blues, purples. Everything's right here, and it's in some crates that I found, and that sits right in here. And I kind of push that under the desk. Always have cardstock handy. My 12 by 12 stuff, which you can't see, is usually right here, and I usually use the basic colors and stuff like that. If I need anything else, I'll grab it from the inventory area. So again, I'm talking to 2 types of people there. My guys out there and, peers and mentors or what have you. So just wanted to let you know on what's here and what's being done. Kind of finish up on the tools. Parts in the box, for instance, these are the boxes I use. I get these from jennifermaker.com. Great crafter, great, oh man, she's just one heck of a lady. She did Jennifer Maker's Holiday Fest, which was unbelievable. Great show that she put together with 40 artists on that show. I watched it a lot, but anyways, jennifermaker.com. She'll send you an SVG file for free. You can hand cut out these and glue them together, which I have. But what I love about these, and I'm going to show you, is some of the projects I'm going to do today. Obviously, they're all cut out already. And I've cut these out already. If you can believe it, and actually, let me show you. Yeah, if you can believe it, this is going to turn out to be a van, a delivery van. So everything's right here in this box, and it's going to kind of come out and create a truck like this, but it's going to be a van. It's for one of my customers. I just got some carrots. I've already made some carrots, and see that it's kind of neat. So you'll love those. But those boxes help a lot. All your parts are right here to do. Let me see some foam. I'm going to do some foam today. Got my foam right here. I'm going to be actually making a box just like this. See this nice little box? Has sand on it already. But I need to make another one, but that foam is going to go in here. So I got that stuff here. The foam there. The instruction sheets, which is critical. Now, guys, this is for you. When let's say you get a SVG file through me, for instance, Simply Crafty SVG files, you can get this printed. The majority of you have printers out there. I'm sure you do. If you don't, you can keep it on your laptop or your desktop, and you can watch what you need to cut out. But these instruction sheets are just awesome. From every one of the companies that I use have instruction sheets. What you need. It won't tell you on how to build it. They have YouTube videos on how to assembly their creations. But you can see right here, you can see all the cutouts that you need to have for this truck that you're designing. For instance, these are the cutouts that I need for this truck here. So for instance, look at the front page. Let me show you. There's the truck, and there's the truck there. So these instruction sheets will definitely help you get together your project when you're sitting down with your son, your daughter, your kids or friends, or your nephews and nieces, whoever you have over there to construct with, and build a new, strong family relationship. That's critical. So I have all my instruction sheets right here for the day on what I need to construct. Those are right there. And guys, let's say if you don't have a planner, this is what I start out with. Just scribbled. You can see it's all handwritten. Save the top page. And guess what? You turn around, and this is what I used to use. Let me get the camera focused. This is what I used to use, and it's all handwritten. It's kind of like an invoice, kind of like what I just showed you on that project tracker from Lori Clayton's planner. This is what I used to use. But now I turn it around, and I want you guys out there, to use this as what you need when you go to Michael's or any hobby store. You're going to take this little slip with all your notes on what you need to buy, okay, what you need to purchase. Okay, they do sell individual sheets of 12 cardstock and this and that, and to keep your expense down. So you'll have these a grocery list per se on something like this. But like I say, when I started, I handwritten everything. And on here you can see a customer or cell number, the design, customer input notes. I had a budget. My budget was on there on how much I was going to spend. I had a project number, and that way I could keep track of how many projects I built. And then a process. I had process steps on how to put all the paperwork together. So that's what I used to use. And guys, gentlemen, whoever out there, and for everyone, this is how you start. You start with a nice pad of paper. I call these alligator clips. And you put an alligator clip on there, and it's always going to be with you. Okay, so that's what I started out with. I'm going to do some painting today. Got paint brushes here. Got my paint here. Got paint tray. See that? I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do some gluing today that's going to call for some real, again, I learned this from Sandy over at Simply Crafty. These things are wicked. And I used to use these big, nozzles like this trying to glue into tight areas. Well, now, when I seen Sandy use these, I took her link, got it, and just went to Amazon and ordered a bunch of these. But I also made a little crate for them. As you can see, I got the crate at Dollar Tree and split them up. There's color coded, which I like a lot. Color coded, I have regular tacky glue. I got the clear glue, which are in the orange, and the black is the power, and the yellow I don't have another glue for that. But all these are color coded, and it helps me determine on what glue it is. And guys, I'm not telling you to go out and buy all this, but this is something in the future. If you really get into crafting, you will need this. And build yourself, something nice and secure. It's always on your desk, and you're gonna have. I just love that little piece there I've done. Wet rag, the bowl, plastic bowl. Guys, you will need this, especially with kids. When they get glue on their hands, they're the glue and the sticky fingers, it'll stick to everything. It's kind of funny, but teach them to wipe their hands when you're using glue, because that helps a lot. I learned that trick from Leo over at Dreamy Tree. So you can see where the partners come in. Is I learned a lot, and when I learn a lot from other people, I'll mention them and I'll stick with them. But Dreamy Tree, I learned a lot from them. They're one of my partners in crime, I should say. Anytime that you buy something through me, use my links, goes to them. I do get a commission off it. I do want to express that, but that's going to help us pay for all the materials when I go out and do a class or do something to afford all these materials, because I can't afford it. Not a lot of people can. I'm on disability. I'm on retirement. I don't even make a profit off this company or anything like that. It's not mine. So with that being said, going over the tools, paint brushes, Mod Podge. I'm going to do some Mod Podge today. Okay. And when I say Mod Podge, you guys are probably thinking, what the heck do you use that for? I'll kind of show you an example. I did this little project today, and this is part of my 2021 designs, and I put this together. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to do this tonight because it's our first show to premiere. I'm excited. I'm going to show you real quick. This is one of my designs that I came up with. Put the world on there. The piece of whatever you want to call it. Nice piece of wood. And I actually put the United States on it and just crafted. That's what I came up with. But the Mod Podge, I put on top of this to protect it. So it's nice and smooth. You can kind of see a little shine on it. You can kind of see it right there. But that's what I use that for. But I had some other projects that I want to do today and use the Mod Podge. The other thing today that we're going to do, and I'm going to show this little doodad off. And this is a project that I designed for my granddaughter, which she's coming over tomorrow night. And I need to put a hanger on one of my other designs. Actually, it was this design here. I put a hanger on the back of that so you can hang it on the wall. And I got that part already ready to go. So that part there, I just need to put a little hole and put that on the back. But that's where that piece goes there. Okay, so that's already hung. But this project here, and I use Mod Podge on this, you kind of see it, it's a butterfly garden. Okay, so that was construction. I assembled that today and put it together, but I Mod Podged all the wood parts to where it's nice and shiny, and as you can see it. But she'll be excited about this tomorrow night when she comes by to also craft with me. She bring my son and Brandy over here, his fiance. But that's something there that Mod Podge goes on. Another nice project. And guys, if you have any dogs out there, this piece here they'd fall in love with. Butterflies and flowers and all the bling bling, I call it, the blemishes. So that's one of the projects that we use Mod Podge with. Then I need to do some other painting, and I'm gonna kind of give a shoot out to Lori Clayton again. I finished up another one of these designs, and obviously you can see there's a lot of paint on the back. When my product hits the streets, it's all nice and pretty and clean. When I say that, Try and bring this back. I'll show you. It's all nice and painted and nice and clean looking. There's no decals or stickers on it, so that's there. But I need to clean this up, so I get some paint, and like I said, I get the paint trays over there. But this is one of the designs that Lori Clayton. This is her file that you guys can probably get offline. If you have a cutting machine, you use it. If not, you got to check with her. She has PDF files for cutouts. Okay, that's where you take your scissors and cut it out. But it's all 3D. It's all layered and stuff like that. But I need to do some painting, clean this up, nice and pretty on the back. So that's part of my plan today. So I got all the tools up for that. Now on that project, let me see if I can. I get the painting. Mod Podge is going to go on this piece here today. You can see I already did one side. You can see how shiny it is. So I think I already did the bottom. That's going on. Talked about that stuff there. I want to get back to the project when I first started. And this project here is for one of my customers that I recently talked about and doing some business for him. But he goes out to the high street farmers market events, and we do too. And I took him this truck, and it'd be kind of neat to build some trucks for him to make it rustic looking. His display is all rustic looking. Looks beautiful, and when I presented this to him, I said, hey, I can design you some trucks and put your company name all over them, and I sure did. I made a nice custom box for him, all different colors and cardstock, I even put his name on top. You can see his name right there, and then the trucks that I built for him, they'll go in this box every day when he tears down his area. Over there. These are the trucks, and this is for my mentors out there. And guys, these are the trucks that you can build for your sons or your nephews, or even if your daughter wants one. Heck, she'd love to have one of these trucks. But there's his company name, Desert Rose Farms, all over it. He wanted rustic looking trucks, nothing shiny. He wanted wood markings as much as possible on the trucks, so you can kind of see the back and everything. You can kind of see the front, with the wood bumpers. But that's the Ford pickup back in the year. I don't know what year it is, but when they had the rounded hoods, I don't even remember those. That's how young I am. Anyways, back lights are on there. Real nice file that that Sandy had over at Simply Crafty SVGs put together, and you can kind of see the bottom, nice and clean. And the tires are on there, white wall tires. That's one of the trucks. The truck that I really like building, and guys, I know you're going to like doing this for your sons, is the vintage flatbed pickup truck. This is one here. Actually, this is my son's truck that I built for him. He wanted one really bad, so I put that together. You can see it's all custom. Got chrome windows tinted out, got chrome wheels, chrome bumpers in the back, chrome front bumpers and everything. So that's a custom design, And this here is, all wood, big wood in the back, got wood bumpers, wood running boards. But this is his second truck. So to my mentors and peers out there, there's business out there. There is a ton of business, and this is only one customer that I spoke with, and I went to probably 4 or 5 other customers that they're going to give me hopefully I gave them some quotes, and hopefully I can gather their business. But to the mentors and peers, get out there and go to these farmers markets, visit with them, and see what you can drum up. I forgot to grab the van that week. Well, actually, I gave the van away. I have another van that I built, a delivery van. It's just unbelievable nice to have, to show too. But the business that I got from this customer, he not only wants the 2, but he's looking at maybe getting 8 more of these. So that's new business, and that's where you're going to grow your business each year. So keep that in mind. Little tidbits. And gentlemen, guys out there, if you're in the sales department, marketing area, man, just think what you can do on the side, with your kids. Take them by and see if you can drum up some new business. But as I'm looking at everything, that's some of the stuff that really to get starting to crafting. I'll put a whole list together, and once we upload the video, we'll have the list. I think I can do that is attach the list, which I'll figure that out. Attach the list of what you really need to start with to get going. Biggest thing, guys and gentlemen, put it on paper. Have something to where when you do get an instruction sheet from the companies that you order from, have it on a paper. Bring the sheet too with you to the hobby store. Or mentors and peers, I'll tell you, this is what saved my time last year. Is Lori Clayton's planner 2021. Anyone that's in a small type of business, either it's just in-state, you don't have a website, you got friends that you go to crafting events throughout your state, have a planner because you're going to need it. You need to know what you're doing every day and what you're bringing. Inventory everything too, and that's from your tools, which Lori has in there. She's got an inventory for tools. She got a maintenance program for when you should be cleaning your Cricut maker and everything else. This is jobs and info, and if you go to craftroomtime.com, you'll see it on there. Order that up. It's a great planner. Talk about, let me see, gentlemen, I want to make sure that you're going to have everything, to have with you gathered up to where you can start and not have to go out and what I did and purchase these gobs of stuff. Matter of fact, I had a pickup full of stuff when I purchased from one of the hobby stores here in town, and it was full. It took me days and weeks to set all of it up. And you can kind of see going all the way down, you can see parts bins and stuff like that. There's stuff all over this apartment. It's down my bathroom hallway. So, and guys, I'm not telling you to go out and do this, but I'm going to tell you on how to do it the right way and to get started. And that's the biggest thing, right? So, want to review. With that, you guys have any questions, my cell phone number's on my YouTube channel, Expressions Handcrafts. It's on my, email me, call me, text me, whatever you need to do. Just do it now. Make sure I'll answer your question right away as soon as I can. I'm always on that phone. I'm always on Facebook. I'm always looking at YouTube. I'll be on here probably every day looking at my dashboard. So I'm going to get that list. Matter of fact, I'll sit here at the desk while we're uploading this video and make sure I have a list put together to where we can get it loaded. If I can't get the list on, I'll get it somehow, done. A couple things. I want to say thanks to people that have been responding to my top 25 of 2020 of the designs that I built. I've been having fun with it. I announced number 19 today. Number 18, actually number 18 was today. Tomorrow, number 17 is a really, really nice design, and from one of my SVG file companies I used. Number 16 is going to be good, especially for you guys out there. Gotta watch design number 16, my top 25, because this is cool. I mean, you guys will really, really love it. You can see some of the creations I've done over here just this week. Flowers going out to my fiance-in-law, my son's going to be wife. There's a creation right here I just did out of the blue board. You can see the reason why I have this here is December 31st at 8 a.m. of 2020. I started this project, and you can see it, and it's detailed. I'm going to tell you, it's really detailed. It took me 12 hours to do this from start to finish, and you can see it. I have that there just to remind me that when I really got going in this arts and crafts industry, it was right there. And that will never be sold. I don't want to ever sell that. It's going in the Smithsonian Institute. No, I'm just teasing. But that is a design there that'll stay next to me forever. So, but that just reminds me of how I got started. There's 24 of those Pino flowers in there that just want to bring tears to my eyes. But my hands were so sore New Year's Eve when at 8 o'clock as I debuted that, and it was just totally awesome. I had a fun day. I had live stream Facebook going throughout the day, just watching. I was by myself and just creating that monster over there. But all in all, 2 shows. You're going to be seeing 2 shows a week. Tuesdays and Fridays we're going to do the upload. I can't do live shows yet until the 90th show. I can still do Facebook, live. I'll be intertwining. I'll be going back and forth. You're going to see a lot of me in 2021. Stepping up to the plate. I'm going to still create, and I'm going to still work here every day and come up with ideas and come up with stuff. I'm watching my clock on the TV right now. I'm at 30 minutes and 24 seconds, which is perfect. I'm on schedule. Did a lot of note taking, but I used all my notes. You can see my notes are written here. The show is already, kind of in plan, ready to rock and roll. But wait till you see Friday's show. I got an exciting show that just makes me excited. Matter of fact, that's the reason why I'm doing this show. It is number 15 of designing my best of 2020. The reason why I say this, it's just unbelievable looking, and you guys will really enjoy Friday's show. And it's going to be a start to finish show. It'll probably be about an hour long. I want you to stay tuned for that. If you can't watch it, guess what? It's recorded, and you can watch it anytime you want. But on the Friday show, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to release it out of the bag, but you'll see Friday morning. It's number 18. 2020. Matter of fact, I might push that back and start with something, but I'll introduce it on Friday, my top 15 of 25 of 2020. Other than that, guess what? I can turn this TV up by myself now with the help of technology. So I want to thank everyone. Believe me, it's been nerve-wracking just talking the last 31 minutes and 51 seconds, but I feel comfortable about what I'm doing and where I'm heading to in 2021, and I hope to just teach a lot of dads out there, a lot of uncles, a lot of grandpas, a lot of men out there to really sit down and enjoy crafting projects with your family, with your wife, with everyone involved. And this show is basically for everyone, but my target audience is going to be the gentlemen out there. And guys, just have a blast. I'm having a blast. My granddaughter's coming over again tomorrow night. She's going to get on the Cricut maker. She's only 8 years old. She's going to get on the Cricut maker and cut out some designs. She likes unicorns, so she's going to make a unicorn. I might get on Facebook and do some live presentation tomorrow night. But you're going to see some good action coming over here tomorrow night. Again, we're still following COVID-19 guidelines. We'll have our mask on. We'll do our best to stay 6 foot away. Their family is, they're going to be sitting right here, but I'll be in the other room doing, talking back and forth. So, again, 33 minutes and 5 seconds. I got to get going, but I'll see you guys Friday, and girls, Friday morning, actually Friday afternoon, because we got to upload the whole show. It takes some time. So, as soon as I get this upload, I'll get it on Facebook and go from there. Thanks again. I appreciate it. And by the way, I forgot to name the show. The show is Crafting with Tim. Okay? Crafting with Tim. That's the show called Expressions Handcrafts. Crafting with Tim. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.